2, 1. My meat.
Hello,
everybody! Welcome once again to One Stop Guild Shop and our weekly sit down to play the best game in the world, Dungeons & Dragons. Woo! You may notice a few people missing from the table tonight. No, they are actually all available tonight, but somebody decided to split the party.
Ariel!
I will call that bitch out, because that is me throwing some shade.
You let it happen.
But our watchers at home, check out the chat. From what I understand, I think a lot of them are going to jump in the chat tonight.
Yes.
So this might be a really good night for you to chat with some of them in the chat here on Twitch, because they should be on later. And so if you're missing Ariel or Thomas,
yelling at us.
Yeah.
Yes!
They'll be yelling at us the whole time.
It would be a great way for you guys to kind of interact and get together and talk. So that'd be a great bonus.
Yes.
And I'll be in chat too.
So, real quick, first of all, we want to thank our sponsors. First up, the Ritz Theater here in beautiful downtown Winter Haven. If you look right there, you'll see their next few things scrolling by. So,
Sorry.
on this Friday, they have Lee Shannon's review. It's a drag show. It's going to be fabulous. Come on down. And Saturday, June 22nd, they have Smart Mouse Saturdays.
Female illusionist.
Well, not on Smart Mouse Saturdays, but
Oh yeah, the other one.
but the other one, female illusionist.
Sorry.
But yeah, go out to their Facebook page, their website, Ritz Theater in downtown Winter Haven. You can get tickets and all that kind of stuff. It's a lot of fun, beautiful place. They allow us to be here every week on Monday nights. Come on down to the Ritz Theater, and if you're in the Central Florida area, and play with us. It's super fun. We do our patented hidden, well, not really patented, but
Close enough.
our style of D&D, which is the hidden and quit it method. Actually, if you look at one of behind our folks here, we have these beautiful new banners.
Thank you, Ariel.
And
She ordered them.
You see our website is on there, which is now live.
Yes, it is.
And it is a beautiful website.
It's a thing of beauty.
Vicky made it!
Yes!
Yay!
You can watch all of our past episodes on the Facebook page.
And we're also joined tonight, once again, by Kyle Deuce of the Happy Hour Podcast with Johnny and Deuce.
What is going on, guys? Don't forget to check us out at facebook.com/Happy Hour Podcast Show, at HH Podcast Show on the Twitter machine, and soundcloud.com/Happy Hour Podcast for all of our past episodes, including ones with the One Stop Guild Shop. I want to first thank them. I want to thank our great sponsors, Retro Game Treasure. If you go to their website and order your box, you put Happy Hour in the promo code, you get $2 off your order. Also, we want to thank our great sponsor, Doom Broski's Comics and Games.
Yeah, dude!
Yeah! If you actually go to our website right now, go to facebook.com/Happy Hour Podcast Show. There is a 10% off coupon for Doom Broski's. All you got to do is either print it out or you can just take in your cell phone and show it to him, and you will get 10% off your purchase. So you definitely want to check that out. And we've got another exciting night of D&D on store with just the three of us, which I think should be interesting.
Yes.
I also want to thank Vicky for this hedgehog burger.
Is that what it's called?
Because we can't say where it's from.
Okay.
Nicely done, sir.
Thank you, girl.
Nicely
Thank you.
done.
It's good. That was how we stayed away from branding, but it's
I
so
thought that's
tasty.
what it meant when you put tater tots on a burger. Some secret menu
Yeah.
thing.
I just see that with fries and like fries or
Potato chips.
My tater tot.
God. A tater chip sandwich with mayonnaise. I'm so excited about the new dill Doritos. I can't even tell you.
The spicy dill.
Yeah. I want to
That's
put it on
everything.
some soft bread with some Duke's mayonnaise.
Can I just tell you that this man makes the best sandwiches and I get to live
I
in the
love
same house
sandwiches.
with
I love
him?
sandwiches.
They are epic.
They made me cry.
Oh, one more thing real quick, guys. Speaking of epic, I want to show you my amazing dice box.
Thank you, Chris.
And dice jail that the fine folks at One Stop Guild Shop made me. You can actually get your own. They've got some designs already. Also, they can send you custom designs now, correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
via the website. You can order them,
Yep,
www.onestopguildshop.com.
So check it out and get your own custom one made. They made me an amazing one with their 8-bit beer mug logo from the show. So you can get any kind of logo you want in there. You can get your name in there, but I highly, highly recommend it.
And I hand make them, so yeah.
They're made with love.
They are. They really are.
And your dice roll really, really well in them.
Yes,
Yeah.
they do.
They
yes,
do.
They
And the dice shell fixes all bad rolls.
Yeah.
Except on the DM.
Now,
we
I'm
make
going to
sure
tell
those
you,
ones.
that does not mean they don't not roll ones. Because ones can be perfect.
Ones can be wonderful.
Ones can be wonderful.
That's why
Even
at
if
the
you
bottom
don't
of
like them at the
Annalise's is a
time.
1.
Yeah.
That's why the bottom of hers is a
Jesus
1.
Lord. Okay, wait, are we done with...
Let's
We're
see.
done with
Any more
announcements.
announcements?
Watch our website for days that we're playing, because we are taking a few days. We are making it so that we're not playing every week, so our schedule is up through October on the website. It will be shortly up on the Facebook page. My computer was having a stroke. I think it's going to live. And other than that...
Yeah, just
And
keep
if you're in the Central Florida area and you have a favorite game shop that you go to,
Yes!
ask them to go to our website and contact us, and we can show up and do a pop-up at your favorite game store. So,
I would also like to add bar.
Yes, we
bars.
will
We
go
do them at bars too. Like
vape shop. We've done vape shops.
We've done vape
Right.
shops.
Breweries, conventions, pretty much anywhere that has a couple free tables open and a couple hours open, they can do that for you. And all you
Yes.
gotta do is go to onestopguildshop.com, reach out to the contact button, because there's a contact
Yeah,
button.
there is.
And contact them, and they can
It's
set
me.
all that up for you. And if you are a business, you want them at your store, because they are bringing people to your store and they are staying. And if it's a bar, they're drinking.
For
they're
at least
spending
3
money.
hours.
Yeah.
That's
So-
at
3
least
hours.
5 beers.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a great business opportunity for you local businesses out
Yeah.
there.
All right.
Yeah. Bars love us. Vape shops love us.
Yeah.
Gaming shops love us.
Conventions will love you.
Conventions will
We
love
haven't
us.
gone there yet. But they will love
They
it.
will.
They will love it.
We have some on the horizon.
Yeah.
Alrighty, with that,
I almost started singing Dream Girls. I'm not gonna lie.
of course you did. I
but
wouldn't
I'm not
expect
black, so I can't.
anything less. So, with that, are we all ready to dive back in to the madness of Iastebiria?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
I have no idea. I left early today.
I don't know what's going on right now.
Yeah,
I wasn't
I
feeling
totally
well,
forgot.
so shit went down evidently.
Well, luckily, I'm here to give you a wonderful recap of what
Very nice.
happened.
Tell us, girl. What happened?
What
happened
was?
That dumb bitch. No, this dumb bitch. Sorry.
Aria.
So,
Vicky had nothing to do with it. I don't know why you're pointing at her chair.
No, I was putting over there.
it's complete anarchy.
It is.
I love it.
Throw Ariel from the train.
No
to
shorty
herself.
So,
Misty step.
So, on the previous episodes, we found our adventurers boarding a train up north, trailing some leads on Raylan's missing sister and potentially Richard's missing mentor. And they got leads telling them to go to the northern city of Kosva, up in Dravania, which is several hundred miles north of their current location in Ni. So, they decided to go ahead and hop a train, since they figured that would be the quickest way to travel several hundred miles. So, it was going to be an overnight ride, but in the middle of the night, they were awoken, well, Richard was awoken by a knife plunging right into his chest as he was the target of an assassin.
To mate.
And following a dramatic chase for this assassin down the train, and finally ending on the top of the train where they turned him into a balloon
Yes, we did.
because of a wonderful use of a rope and a levitate spell.
Woo!
They were able
Guards
to
do this.
subdue him. Meanwhile, two of our party members decided to go on a little adventure. As Nova and Anastasia decided, you know what, we're gonna jump off the train. And as they were jumping off, Davidge came back and noticed that they were jumping off the train, and he decided to follow them. Now this group that was left on the train, they interrogated this tiefling assassin quite successfully and mercilessly.
Yes, we did.
And they got out of him some names. Well, the primary one being Zaris, as he was the one who sent the assassin to take out Richard Tracy for apparently asking too many questions. And after the interrogation, Richard decided to put an end to this assassin.
My finger slipped.
Right into his brain.
Oops.
And upon noticing also that their friends were missing, they ran up to the front of the train, desperately trying to get the train to stop. And they convinced the guy to slow the train down and stop it, but being in a massive anxiety-fueled, we'll call it a rage, our friend Richard decided to pull the shit out of that brake.
I would like to overreact.
And
You did a great job of that.
causing the train to come to a violent stop in the middle of nowhere.
Physics.
Yes.
Physics,
and
y'all.
as our heroes got off of the train with seeing all these people that are battered and bruised and bloody, you heard a lot of people
Yeah, we did.
with that little thing. And
No, that unfortunate ticket collector that I impersonated did.
and they all congregated outside of the train. Meanwhile, our other friends who had jumped off the train, they ran into a tribe of what were known as chochos. They seemed friendly enough until, for one reason or another, they all passed out. And now we go back to our friends who are on the train as they're huddled outside while people are pouring off the train, battered and bruised and bloody, trying to get a sense of what happened.
How far away are we from the end of the train?
You guys were in the second to last car.
Second to last, when we walked out.
Yeah, because the very last car is the bar car. The second to last is where you guys were.
Has anyone seen the emergency trolley thingy? The end of the train? Can I look around to see if there's any type of, like,
We already asked that and we were told they didn't have one. We had posed that question.
I mean, you can make an investigation check.
When he says it like that, the natural 20 is not going to work. Well, it doesn't matter. It's a 14.
You don't seem to find one.
Yeah, alright.
And we don't have any idea how far away we are from the idiots that are not with us anymore.
You can surmise it was sometime within the last about an hour and a quarter to an hour and a half.
If I got up high and kind of scribed the area using my fly spell, would I be able to, like, survey the area, see where we are, what the lay of the land
I mean,
is?
you can certainly do that.
Okay. I think I'm gonna use a charge on my loot to do that and kind of get a lay of the land of where we are and, you know, what it looks like and everything.
Okay.
So, Richard, if you'd like to go up with me, I can carry up to 500 pounds.
Sure.
Okay. So, I play my lute and I sing, I believe I can fly. That's the best I can come up with. And,
Hey, it works.
and it says that I gain flying up 60 feet and the duration is up to 10 minutes. so I can stay up there and take a look and survey the land. What do I see?
Well, this particular line right now, it's a cleared area where the track is, but it's actually going through a forest. So on either side of the track is pretty dense forest.
Okay.
But there's a raised area where the track is, and about 50 feet on either side is barren of trees, has been cleared of trees.
I have my glasses on, and I'm trying to see if there are any settlements or anything close, relatively, in the general vicinity of where they might have jumped off.
How high are you up?
60 feet. That's why I thought this would be a great way to kind of survey the area.
You can't really tell if there's any sort of settlement.
How many times can you
nearby.
do that, Nova?
Nova. Wrong person.
I'm sorry.
Quinn. I was like, Nova's not here.
Sorry.
I can do one charge until daylight next time. Each one charge I can do. That charge I can only do, but then I can levitate as well. So.
But you can't fly anymore until the next time.
Until the next sunset.
Okay, got it.
While they're doing all that, I want to go help the people that are coming off the train.
Okay.
Because I've got medicine and try and, bandage them up if they've got joints out, maybe pop them back in. I don't know how bad the damage is on the people, but trying to help them as best I can.
Yeah, they don't look like they're in
Like serious pain. It's more like bumps and bruises.
Yeah, it's like cuts and
yeah.
scrapes and bumps and bruises and
try and help
stuff
out
like
as I
that.
can, but once I see her levitate, try and use that as an excuse to focus their attention on the wounds and elsewhere, so they're not seeing somebody flying off the train. So, and just kind of try and get them all squared away.
Okay. Go ahead and give me 3 medicine checks.
Okay. With medicine, I've got +1, so an 8.
Okay.
A 3.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's not good. Oh, and a natural 20 on the last one.
Okay. So it takes you a little bit, but yeah. You're able to help bandage some folks up
Right.
and get some folks
Slings and stuff,
and
yeah.
stuff like that. People don't really seem to notice
what she's
these
doing.
people are flying
floating.
in the air because they're still
In shock.
really confused
Yeah.
and shock. It's like their train stopped in the middle of nowhere
And they don't know
in
what
the
to
middle
do.
of the
Now-
night.
Did we damage the train? It could still keep going, right? I mean,
You don't know.
Did it go off the track at all?
It did not go off the track.
It didn't derail or anything.
It did not derail.
okay.
While we're up there, I want to look to see if I can see any, essentially the triage packs to see if there are any groups of people that are obviously being run or led by bosses. Really controlled, focused groups of people, so I can try and find out who I would need to talk to about what we would need to do to get out of this situation, to find out their game plan for a sudden stop to a train.
Okay. You notice up towards the front of the train, there's a small grouping of what look to be employees of the rail line, and you see one of them who's pointing to each one of them. It looks like he's giving them orders.
Okay. Quinn, can you fly me down? Drop me off. If you need to do a further surveillance of the area, please, by all means. But I think I see where I can get some information for us.
Okay, so I'll fly him to where he needs to and drop him off. Absolutely. I will take you down and find out whatever we can.
I want to go 3 cars away from them so they don't see us go down.
Okay.
Yeah.
And at about that time, your 10 minutes have pretty much elapsed.
Okay. So I'm going to follow him and...
I disguise myself to look like an injured passenger that does not look like me with a little blood. And I run up to the group and the person who's giving out the orders, and I walk and say, "Excuse me, sir, but I really need to get back to town. My family is there. They're expecting me. Is there any way? How are we going to get out of this situation? Do you have any type of protocols?"
I'm so sorry,
Anything?
sir. This has never happened to us before. We're trying to get sense of the damage to the train right
Never
now.
happened before. What happens when a train stops? A train's never stopped in all the time that this has that we've had trains.
No, not in this area. It's pretty much clear over here. So
we're stuck here?
for the time being, yes. We have to survey the damage to the train.
We're stuck here in the middle of nowhere because one person made a decision?
Yes, for better or worse, yes. We have to survey the damage, and once we know what we're dealing with, we may be able to keep on, or we may have to message ahead for further repairs to come.
You have the ability to message ahead.
Well,
we send a guy with a letter. We make him walk that direction.
that's exactly what it is. Well, when I say message, I mean Tom over there.
So no magical means. You have no magic. You have no one here.
Like I said, we've been running this train line for 50 years. This has never happened before.
The laws of the universe are entirely in your favor. This
They
is
have
the only
been.
time that this is broken down.
They have been.
Jeez, Lord. Oh, gods in heaven, there is no way out of this situation.
Well, we've stopped out here before, but never like that.
What happened when you stopped out here before?
Well, we just stopped because we heard of an animal or something on the line, so we come to a gentle stop, and once it's clear, we're able to continue on.
Are there any horses or anything to maybe help the Tom over there get to the town faster? We had to run the whole way. That must really suck for Tom. Sorry, Tom. Obviously, it was not in your job description since this has never happened before.
Yeah, he drew the short straw. So.
Yeah, apparently.
Yes. And since I'm in charge, I have to stay here.
Oh,
so.
I completely get that.
Yes.
I mean, no, I don't. I'm just a normal citizen. What am I talking about? So, are there no horses on this train? Are there no riding beasts
No,
or anything of
unfortunately
that
not.
nature? No, nothing at all.
It will take us several hours to really survey the damage. Hopefully we can just resume course, but...
Well, my dear, Sir, what are you? DM, I don't know who you are.
He is a human.
Alright. Hey, dude. Well, sir, I happen to be a crisis manager, and this is my assistant,
Oh, Christ.
Gwendolyn.
Well,
We are perfect for these situations. Do you have a manifesto of your passengers? Maybe we can find a magic user who could help us.
well, certainly we do have a manifesto. Let's see. Willa! A very short human woman comes up. Yes, sir? Could you go get the manifesto, please? Yes? And she runs off onto the train and comes back a few minutes later. A little out of breath because she's been having to scurry through people and... Here you go, sir. Well, here's the manifesto. Don't know if you're really going to find any useful information in there. We really only take names and where they are.
But who knows? Who knows? That's all we got. All right, thank you. I'll get back to you.
Something on there.
Yeah, I'll get back to you. Yeah. All right. And I will then step away and go with Quinn and say, all right, Quinn, let's speed read through this and see if we can recognize any names from the town. Because between the two of us, we could feasibly have some knowledge of the arcanist in the town and people and through the club.
Okay,
Through
yeah.
my
Yes.
knowledge of the city.
Yes. and-
If there is anyone on the list we could recognize, like, bitches, we need help. This is my lifeline. All right, I'm trying for a lifeline here.
Let's see. Go ahead and roll for me 3 straight intelligence checks.
Do I get any assistance?
Yeah, you can have my really cool one, the enhance ability. I got a spell slot for that.
Are you sure you want to do that? I'm happy to do it, but are you sure?
Yes,
you want to do it?
we'll go ahead and it gives you advantage.
Yeah, it does, and it gives me.
you advantage on each for those for 1 hour.
I know.
So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Yes.
We need to use that hour to fucking
Yes.
Sherlock this shit to figure out how.
Is
the
it
hell
like
we're-
a radius thing? Like anybody in that circle?
It is a target. It's a target.
Okay, so you're
it's
just gonna shoot it
it's shoot
straight
it
at
to,
him.
yeah.
Okay.
It's to him.
Jesus Christ! Come on. There we are. All right, straight intelligence. I get advantage on these.
He's like my dog picking the toys.
First one. Ooh! That's an 18 plus 8. 21.
Okay.
I know what that one rolled. An 8. Okay. 17. You rolled 2. Get eliminated. And what's funny is that was the one that rolled a really good one last time. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Oh, 16. That was an 8. No, wait, that was. Boy, it's still the same. 19.
Okay. Of all the things I thought you were going to do, this is not on there. So, give me one
I know
moment.
you're trying to get to the same goal. I'm just making you do it in a different way.
Yeah, I'm like. Let's see. So a 21, a
17, and a 19.
Okay.
These are really good rolls. Come on, baby.
Let's see. Sorry, folks. One moment there.
We killed the DM again.
No, my computer popped up. Do you want to update? No, fuck you. I'm in the middle of something.
Seriously, in the middle of
At
something.
least it's not while you're watching porn. That's the most awkward. No, annoying.
Not awkward, just annoying.
Yeah.
So, going through there, you do recognize a few names, but not really anyone that you know of that has arcane abilities.
These names that I notice, can I glean anything that could possibly help me out of this situation?
They're patrons that you've seen in the club and that you've come across.
We don't have time for that.
That was not what I was going for. Can I, with my knowledge in the, can I offer to assist in the repair of the train? Because, I work on things around the detective agency. Can I offer to, I think I'd like to offer to help the engineer look at the train and see if there's something we can do to get these people back going with the direction they were planning to go.
Okay.
Before we wreck their fucking lives.
Okay.
Too late.
You
Yeah.
kind of already did.
Yeah, way to go, Richard. You had to.
It would have slowed down in a minute.
Yeah, I'd like to. What was the?
She never found out his name.
Never found out his. might be able to assist you. I have a bit of an engineering background, and I would love to try to help you get these fine people to where they're going, where they can get proper medical treatment and such.
Oh, that would be most appreciated. If he points towards a dwarven man,
Okay.
and said,
Oh, I do love a bit dwarf.
"Go see Odert over there. He may be able to help."
Odert. Good evening, Odert. I am Quinn.
Oi.
I have a bit of engineering background. I keep things running in our local detective agency and work things in my bar, so I have plenty of background of fixing things that are broken. Can I offer some assistance?
All right. I mean,
How
use
bad
as
is
much
it?
help as we can get. We're still surveying the damage here,
Okay.
so feel free to accompany us. And
Okay. So I follow him and see if there's anything I can do to assist. I mean,
go ahead and give me 3 intelligence checks.
intelligence checks. Just straight intelligence, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Lots of intelligence tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I've never actually had anyone roll a medicine check before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh! That was a 2. 13. And a 7.
Okay. So you go around with him. They're really inspecting the linkages
Okay.
and the brakes. Make sure that nothing's damaged. that none of the cars are going to go flying away or anything like that. And he seems satisfied with the look. This is taking about an hour or two to do all of this. And he surveys those. You all survey those. Everything looks like it's okay. And they go up to the front of the train to check the engine and make sure nothing was damaged. And with everyone surveying it, looks like the train's still okay.
Okay.
While she's doing that, within that hour of the spell being cast on me, I want to go back and start, and I want to change my form and to look like one of the basically the porters, the people who just take the baggage, the lowest ranking of all of the people on this train. Look like I could be one of them, but very generic. And I go up to a mid-class, like someone who would be in charge of a car, but wouldn't necessarily know me. And I go up and hi, this is my first day. This is my first trip, and this is happening to me. How are we gonna get out of this mess?
Well, we're still waiting to see if the train's okay. I mean,
obviously the train is not okay. But do you think there's any? Did you see anyone on this train who could possibly maybe teleport us somewhere or whisk us away, or had some ropes, something? Anyone? Did you notice anyone a little cloistered, a little they went into their cabin every now and then? I need to go home and see my mom. My mom is going to be really upset if I don't get to message her.
Well, there were some strange people in the back of the train, but I don't really know if any magic users have made their presence known.
Or any... Thank you. Alright.
They'll be out of this as soon as they can.
I go back to the last car, the back car, where everything happened. And I see if I can figure out how these assassins got onto this train. Did they get onto the train by already being on there? Did they jump on it mid-go? Did they teleport on? I want to see if there's anything in there, any of the rancid bodies that are left over before her spell goes away, that can tell me how they got on here, or if they had a mode of getting off other than jumping or misty stepping.
I mean, I'm not even going to have you roll for this. You find tickets on their bodies.
I was going to ask if you saw the kobold's name on the manifest or balloon.
The tiefling?
The tiefling. Sorry, the tiefling balloon.
Well, I ain't got nothing. What you got?
I want to talk to the train conductor and
Okay.
ask him what's the protocol when this happens.
Oh, well, this is the first time this really happened. Well, we need to survey the train, make sure it's okay, and if everything's in working order, we'll load everyone back up, make sure everyone's here, and then we'll proceed on.
For the sake of argument, let's say you're here 6, 8, 12 hours. The station's going to notice that you haven't shown up yet. Do they send out a search party to come look for you? Is there a protocol for that? Or?
Yes, if we don't show up, there will be a search. They'll give us a few hour window,
Right.
thinking that there may be a stop along the track or something
Right.
like that. But
Like an animal or something you had to stop for, let them go by.
Yes,
So, okay.
yes.
Okay.
But if we take more than if we're out more than about 4 to 6 hours, they'll start sending search parties.
Okay. So you all will be safe here
Yes.
for the time being.
Yes,
Okay.
once everyone's got their things together, we'll all load back up onto the train, whether or not we're going anywhere.
And I'm sure probably lock the train once you get in to make
Oh,
sure
yes.
nothing comes in.
This is a dangerous area, so
Yeah, I figured sitting here by yourselves,
but
you
we'll
know.
be safe on the train.
terrific. Go find you. What's your plan?
Oh, I'm in the back seeing if I can find things. Well, it looks like we're gonna have to wait for the train to be fixed. or we're gonna have to wait for the rescue, depending on which one happens first. Quite frankly, or we can start walking, but we have to at least get to Davish. Nova can take care of herself, and Davish can take care of himself, but he can't. I don't want him to think he was abandoned. We have to go find them.
I agree. So I think maybe it might be a good idea for us to start walking.
Or we wait 4 hours for the search party to come, and then have them take us back to the other opposite end of the station. Or we can try and convince. You're not there. We can try.
I'm heading towards the back of the train to report to you about
we can try and
the damage.
convince them to return to the station because they're closer to it. We need to go back that way.
Well, I agree 110% with that. My only thing is, the longer we wait to get moving, the more daylight we're burning. And the more time they're out in the shit alone.
I get to the back car. I'm headed to the back car to report to report to them. Well, it looks like the train is in relatively good condition. The conductor the engineer seems to think that they could get underway. I looked at the damage with them. It didn't look like anything was terribly damaged, so they might be able to get underway. I don't know whether they're going to continue down the line or if they're going to head back to the station. Maybe that's something to ask the conductor.
At this point,
I can do that.
You start to hear commotion over towards people, and they're starting to shuttle people back.
Okay,
onto the train.
so...
I'll go find the conductor real quick.
Yes, because we need to know if they're headed back to the station or if they're headed on to where they were going.
While they're going to the conductor,
And I'll go with them.
I get into the little the little red boy's looks like he's about to step into some kind of a porno outfit. And I go and I talk to a different upper ticket taker.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all went first, so y'all go
Yeah.
talk to the conductor. I'm essentially asking the same thing. Which way are we gonna go?
Let's see. You walk up, and it's a human female, big, long, red, curly hair. Yes, darling. What can I do? What?
I see everyone's getting inside of the train. Which way are we going?
Yes, we're going to continue on to Vio.
With you forward, but aren't we closer to the town?
Yes, but we have a schedule to maintain. We have to continue up
But why can't we go back the way we came? My mom's that way.
because we're going to Vio, on to Ula.
All right, thank you. I ain't got nothing for that one. Sorry, I can't convince the ticket taker to take us. So y'all go and try and talk them into doing something.
Yeah, we're trying to find the conductor.
Start humming.
Okay, so you find the conductor. It's the same guy who was.
Yeah.
Yes.
I apologize. I didn't introduce myself. Raylan.
1 second. I had his name, but it completely went out of my head. My name is Thomas.
Thomas, I've got a question for you. It looks
Yes.
like everybody's moving back on the train, so I guess you've got everything up and working. What's your plan? Are you going to go back to your last stop since it's closer, and maybe get everything fixed and checked out properly, or are you going ahead on, or?
We're going to go ahead on to Vio.
Okay.
Is that wise?
Well, it's the best bet that we have right now. We have a schedule to maintain, and since the engineer is very certain that everything's okay, we'll continue on to Vio, and at that point we'll have a little bit more of an opportunity to look.
How soon are we getting moving?
Here within the hour. We have to make sure everyone's on board, everyone's okay, and then we'll continue on.
Thank you. That's all. I don't think a conductor can be convinced to turn the train around. So,
I'm not even sure if it can go in reverse.
Truth.
Can I roll it?
You know what I'm going to say. You can certainly try.
Right. That's not what I'm disappointed in. Not disappointed. That's not what I'm worried about. It's if I get a high enough roll. Can I roll an intelligence check? No. Check to see if I know if a train can go backwards.
You can certainly try.
That's an 18.
You know that in the city of Me, there at the train yard there is a turntable. So that you've
That's how
seen
you
before. So that's how they turn the trains around.
So we have to get to a turntable to do that.
Yeah.
So they can only go forward.
Well,
Yep.
thank
Okay,
God
so
That's
that
not
was
even an option to go in
Yeah.
reverse. Yeah.
Because I was about to Pulp Fiction that bitch in the guise
That-
of the young little bag boy who wants to get to see his mom.
Wow.
Yeah, I was
So-
gonna run up as that little shithead. Alright, you motherfuckers! Turn this train around! I'm not gonna do that anymore.
So are we back to? Are you headed back to us? Where are you at?
I was going back to, because I couldn't talk to people, so I was following you.
Okay.
Do we know this turntable? About how far, like, it's like, I have. Does it show on the map where they are?
No, but with your roll, you would assume it's at the end of the line in Ula.
Oh, we have to get all the way. We can't do it mid.
Yeah.
We're trying to get to y'all! We're trying so fucking hard!
How? And we're like 8 hours out of Me,
By
right?
train.
Yeah, by
train.
And it was going 30 miles an hour.
Yeah. And we know ish where the time frame they could have jumped off in.
Yeah, and you know they're probably about 30 miles behind you.
And on top of that, now they're multiple hours ahead on foot. So, I mean, the longer we sit, the further we're getting apart.
Now that it's starting to go, there's no other choice but to continue in the opposite direction. Wait.
What if we stay on the train and get to Ula?
Well, alright. My thing hasn't gone away yet, has it?
Did she cast it before she went around checking or after?
No, she did.
Before.
So
Yeah.
before. It's alright, it doesn't matter. Okay. You said, well, the people said that within 4 hours of not reporting, there would be a search party, correct?
Yes.
How many hours did it take to fix it?
2?
How late is the train right now from Ula?
Yeah. So, from,
Ula is the end of the line.
Okay.
right, so it would come from me, correct? The search party? Because me's closer. Where would it come from?
You were kind of halfway. So it could either come from me or from
So there's a
Theo.
50-50 chance.
Yeah.
4 hours, 2 have gone away, correct?
Yes.
Before I get to them,
Well, if they hadn't shown up at the destination
Nation.
within 4 hours.
Yeah.
Oh,
how late?
long-
That's why I was
then
asking.
How long do we
how
have till they're
late
supposed to be there?
are we?
It was
what do
about
they do?
another 8 hours.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, fuck that.
Fuck that plan.
I want to go back to the bar cart, hopefully, before anybody's gotten back there.
Okay.
Is
Like,
it-
since you guys were, like, in the
Yeah.
back car and the bar cart was right behind you, people surprisingly haven't gone to your death-ridden car right now.
Yeah. So I'm guessing the bar cart is still, like, nobody's in there. And it's
No
just
one's
wide
in there
open.
right now.
Start going through everything, looking for water and rations.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation check for me.
17.
Okay. Yeah, you find some dried meats and some water, enough for. It'd be quite a bit back there, so probably enough for the 3 of you for about 6 days.
6 days.
I go to the baggage car in the guise of the fuckboy. That's his name. I have a very distinct movie in mind, but I'm not going to tell you about it. You've probably seen it. I'm going to go to the baggage car and start rifling through shit.
Okay.
I am looking for something Preferably a scroll, but something that might be able to get us from here to there before we have to just go on foot. I'm trying. I'm trying not to have to just walk this thing.
Okay, go ahead. Are you trying to be stealthy about it?
I don't want to draw attention. I want to be in the middle.
Okay, go ahead and roll an investigation check for me.
Okay. Come here. Skills. Investigation. It is a 7. That's a 14.
I mean, you don't really find any magical items. It's just people's belongings and clothing.
Okay, is anyone near me? No one's walking in, right? Do I sense anyone as I'm pilfering?
No.
Okay, cool.
Everyone's busy trying to get everyone into their cars and make sure everyone's okay. And
I exit.
Alright, I'm gonna go try to find Richard and Raylan, because as much as my character detests walking, I think that we should get started walking back towards me.
Okay.
And so I'm looking for these two wherever I find them.
Okay.
Richard! I'm looking. Raylan!
I'm in the bar cart.
You're in the bar cart. Okay, so I get to the bar cart.
I got
It was a fine time for a drink. I think we need to get walking. We've got to find Richard.
No, I agree. I got us about 6 days worth of dried meat and water.
Nice. As much as I detest walking, which way did Richard go?
Do I know which way he went?
You were in the bar cart when he
No.
went.
Yeah, I got no clue which way he went.
Oh, this man and his jaunts around. So, I start. Where is the baggage car that he was flailing through, trying to look through people's stuff?
It's a couple cars up. It's up towards the front of the train.
All right.
Have you given up your search and come
I
back?
have a question.
Yes.
You wouldn't let me do it.
I'm not with you, so technically, how would I know?
Well, there's an end goal.
You're by yourself.
I know, that's not the question. How fast could the front engine go if it was not attached to the rest of the train? Is that something I would know? Would it be able to go faster based on the weight?
You've never really seen one operate on its own. Like, you can assume it probably goes about 30 miles an hour. It goes at least 30 miles
At
an
least
hour.
30 miles an hour. And it's 8 out 7. Oh, fuck. Nope, can't do that. I can't even justify that. Shit, you know that's bad. I can't justify it.
You can't even justify it.
No, I can't do that.
So I'm walking up towards the baggage car. I'm walking through, calling his name.
While she's doing that, when we go, because I know we've got bar cart, death, and then like the next car. Is there anybody in the little rooms like as we're going by?
You see people like loading up into their
Rooms,
compartments or their seats.
just literally any room I go by that's got people. Because I just got done fixing them all. Stick my head in and be like, very strange request, and I apologize. Do you happen to have any spare food and water?
Let's see. You do come across the dwarf that has been harassed throughout this whole thing, and he recognizes you from being with Pumpkin,
Right.
and he's like, "Well, if it'll get you out of my face here." He's got about 2 days worth of
Food and water.
Food and water rations.
Perfect. Now we're to 8.
The baggage cart's in the back, correct? Where's the baggage cart?
It's up towards the front.
Towards the front. Fine. Start the front. And I actually changed my appearance at each car I go to. And I am just screaming, does anyone know how to get back to me? I have got to get back to me right now. Shit is going down. It's a matter of life and death. Can anyone get me back to me right now? And that's all I yell.
You hear a few people say, "You can walk!"
I know, other than walking. Please, dear God. So I'm yelling that, so you might hear me.
Richard!
Ah! Can you get me to me?
I think we should walk.
Oh, God. What?
Raylan has food and water. I don't want to walk either. Jesus Almighty. Good God, oh, God's Almighty. Let's go. We're not going to find these people standing here on the train.
Amen to that.
Alright, I'm ready to get off the train and walk.
Yep.
Okay.
So, I'm looking for a door to get off the train.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
enough.
easy.
Yeah.
And just take the train tracks basically back the way
Back
we
the
came.
way we came. Just follow the train tracks, hug the train tracks as close as possible because there's probably pretty clear land. It's
Yeah.
really,
Yeah, like
yeah.
Going like a lot of the scenery that has been on this trip has been this forest on either side of the train. So you know that area is cleared, so you can
Yeah.
easily enough follow
As
the train
we're
track.
going down the tracks, because I do have animal handling, between that and what was the other thing I had that I was looking at? Well, there's survival, which might help the roll. Just like look and see if I happen to see any animals nearby that I could rope that we might be able to ride to get us down there a little bit faster. Like
Have
wild
animal
horses
friendships
or a goat or.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Plus one on that. Ha! No, not with a one.
You don't really see
Don't
anything.
see shit. Literally, I don't even see
Yeah.
animal feces. To be able to say that, hey, an animal was around here.
The moon is really pretty tonight.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Do we all have night vision?
I don't.
I cast dancing lights as a cantrip so we can follow it.
Okay. So you guys continue.
Richard,
down
you're
the
pretty
path.
good at math. Can you figure out by how fast we were going and how long we'd been on the train and, you know, when the fight started about how far we might have to walk before we need to really start opening our eyes and looking for footprints of when they might have jumped off?
Yes, I did that. I think I did that last time, actually. It was a...
But I don't think you announced it to.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. That's right.
Yeah, we
You
What
you
did I
perceived
say?
it for yourself.
Yeah, was it like
You-
7 hours?
You saw that you ascertained that you were going about 30 miles an hour.
Right.
And from the time that the fight started to the time you stopped the train was about an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes. And so you can deduce in that you've gone about 45 or so miles since the beginning of the fight. Since you don't exactly
Roughly about 43 to 50 miles. We have to walk before we should probably start focusing really hard on where they dropped off. That's a lot of miles. As they come up, and I see him staring at the moon, can I start looking around for anything that might help us as well?
Sure.
I have animal friendship on my loot.
Perception
If
check.
we
Find an
anything,
animal.
yeah, it'll charm him.
I will say that it looks like it's a pretty quiet night because of the loud screeching of the train and
Probably
the train
scared
going
everything
by.
off, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even like... Oh, that's a 21. Do I see like tracks or anything fresh, anything that could possibly go right in our favor?
You don't really notice any animal tracks like around the train tracks.
Uh-huh.
At least nothing fresh.
I just go, cattywampus. And I start walking.
Well, I want to keep an eye out too for anybody trying to approach us, because between the screech of the train and, I mean, if you're going to walk through these woods, I'm thinking taking the train tracks where everything's clear is
Yes.
probably the path
Yeah.
people are taking.
I'm just
Like
going.
raiders, bandits, anybody that might. Because I'm thinking if any bandits were nearby and heard that crash, they're like, "Oh, we can go rob the train." So,
Yeah.
Sounds good. I'll what's your passive perception? Just so I know.
Where would I find that?
It's
Would it be under skills?
No, if you go to ability. Oh wait,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
yours is
he's
down the
got
corner.
the-
Down the
okay.
corner. Right there.
Oh.
Okay, passive intelligence.
passive perception.
Okay, 11.
11.
I'm
Yeah.
15.
15.
Also,
13.
no one can be as long as they're within 30 feet of me. I have my dart of alarming.
That's right.
So we'll
Okay.
stay close to him. Keep the dancing lights on so that we can.
Yeah, I don't want to get off the railroad. I just
Yeah.
want to stay straight up on the tracks, because then at least it gives us, what did you say, about 10 feet each side?
It's about 50 feet on each side.
50 feet? So yeah, that's almost a football
I won't
field
go. I won't go
if we're
backwards
standing dead center.
on this, but as a player to the DM, did we miss a bunch of the shit you were trying to help us out with yet?
No.
Okay, good. Okay, I just gonna be real.
He's
upset.
like, no,
I was
you basically just wasted an hour.
Okay.
Is what you did. Just
I
kicking
tried to
around.
find it all. It was his fault.
Yeah.
High rolls. I was making high rolls. All right, just walk.
And I will remind you that you have a map. The other
Yeah.
party did not have a map.
It's true.
So,
So how far can we go?
you'll traveling by foot. It's about 30 miles a day. There will be a point where you'll need to rest because you guys have not had a long rest yet.
Nope.
So you could probably go about 8 more hours before you need before exhaustion will start setting in.
Okay. All right, so we're strolling along.
Alrighty.
I've got my loot out. I'm just playing.
Who's up front? Who's in back? Who's in middle? Do we have a
Front.
marching order?
Let's
You,
put.
you want front? You want front? All right, Quinn.
But
then
he's-
How about Quinn? How about you walk back with me, and you take the middle because you're the squishy, and I'll watch the back.
My thing was he's got no night vision.
Yeah, but you get those.
I got dancing lights. Okay,
yeah,
I got
so it
dancing
really
lights.
don't matter.
Okay,
Just
so I
like-
make sure I'm casting it over him so that it's following.
The only bad news is it's announcing to everybody we're there in the woods.
Would you rather trip in the dark?
Fair, but it was a full moon, so I figured full moon, no trees. I could at least see right in front of me. But
I fold up the map as I'm taking Quinn back, and I pocket it to her, and I tell her, "This is the map. I know exactly where we are, and I've seen it all. But I trust you. Here you go, in case we get separated."
So you have looked at the map at this
Yes,
point?
I've looked at it 3 times.
So you know
Right, this is a different map. Oh.
yeah.
Right, this is. Oh, I thought it was this map.
Oh yes, that is
Yeah,
the
yeah.
map.
You gave me that map, like.
Because yeah, like
4 episodes ago.
Yeah.
and
But only 2 days.
All right.
yeah. So
The
here,
longest 2 days of our life.
let me see that real quick because I don't know if it.
I have that thing
Yes.
memorized.
You stopped. So my microphone falls off. You stopped about there.
And me is over here. We have to go over the water. We went over the water.
No, you went around the water.
Oh, this way.
So yeah, there
Oh. Well, fuck that.
and there are. You do see that there are 2 towns on that lake, the Turbulent Sea.
I can't read what the fuck they say.
There's the northern one is called Kekoskog.
And that's the closest one, right?
Yes, that is
Okay.
the closest one.
I pass it to her. I say, please hold on to this. And my brain recalling the information that there's a town nearby to the north, and I happen to know, and I start, and this is actually my internal, external dialogue spouting this out loud.
I'm shouting this. Me realizing that the map says there's a town nearby, and I can always tell where north is. Which way is north?
You're heading. The train was traveling northwest, so you know it's.
I mean, I can sense it, so I can literally point myself north and then go a little bit that way. I'm a walking compass.
It is south, though.
Right, but I know where north is.
You know where north
I
is.
I can logic which way the town is.
Yes.
From our position.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I say, okay, light bulb moment. Go, the town that way, Nova Scotia.
Oh,
Kegelskog.
Kegelskog. Kegelskog. Kegel. Home of the Kegel. It's their national exercise.
My God.
That direction, and I point like a pointer. Yep.
Like Scooby-Doo point.
Nova. Lights that way.
And you're
Maybe
pointing.
he'll follow it like
Maybe
a cat.
you call me the right name.
Oh God.
And you're
Sorry.
pointing
Quinn.
straight into the forest.
Quinn.
Being in a bad relationship, you keep calling me
I
the wrong
know.
name.
I'm sorry. Quinn, that direction.
All right.
Time out. Look, I got two problems with said scenario before we all start hiking the woods. One, you're gonna hike through the woods.
Yeah, I am.
Which is a horrible idea because they're probably gonna get attacked. And two, how are we gonna then find when they got off the train?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking. Raylan is asking you.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling you. As Raylan, I'm telling you. I do not think this is a good idea because there's a good chance we're going to get jumped going in there. The other thing is, you are a very smart man, but I don't think you're smart enough to get us to this town, then triangulate where they got off the train, which means we're going to lose all hope of tracking them down.
I just have a divine sense that a higher power has put this information in my lap. But that's side note.
That was not God speaking to you. It was
No,
reminding the player that you do know this information.
Yes, I'm joking. But in this case, I'm actually going to answer you. Oh, and I start spouting out all of the speeds and the locations that they could possibly be in. The fact that I always know where true north is, and on the map that I saw, and I just go over and pull out the damn map. I pull it out of your pocket. And I fold it out and I say, this right here is the closest town that we are to where we are, which we are right here. This is the closest town. The only logical thing other than taking 8 fucking days to get over here because someone decided to jump off a train, we need to get there. It's the fastest way. It's a dark, horrible, horrible world. But it's either that or we be pussies.
You're employees, man. I don't give a shit.
Are you gonna come with us?
I guess. I mean,
Cool, let's go!
I'm with Raylan. I think we should follow the track.
I do too. I think if we follow the tracks, we're going to find it. It's going to take longer, but I think that, I just have a problem believing that if we go to this town, we're going to be able to figure out all the way back to where they jumped off at. At least if we keep going the tracks, we know at a certain point we're going to get to where they jumped off at and then be able to follow the tracks back.
Town, and I might have horses. Fine,
It's going to take us even longer because then we got to get horses to come back.
Fine.
At this point, you're like in the very distance. You're hearing the train start up again.
Okay.
But you guys have been traveling, walking for a little bit, but.
Alright, fine. And I just start walking.
Okay. So, go ahead. Each of you give me 2 perception checks.
Do we add anything to it, or is it just straight up?
Just your perception.
There should be new skills.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Okay, so a 5 and a let's see, 16 plus and a 17.
5 and a 17?
Yeah.
2 or 3? 2 checks or 3? 2.
17 and a 22.
17 and a 22.
17 and a 23.
Okay. I will keep that in mind as we go along. So you continue along the tracks. It's daylight starting to break. You've been traveling for about 4 hours now. It's about the sun starts to peek its head over the horizon, and I believe at this point would be a great opportunity for a break.
Okay.
Good.
So we're going to take a 5 to 10 minute break. I'm going to put on the title page, so don't go anywhere. Stay with us as we continue this adventure on trying to find the lost party members. See you soon.
That's the only reason I love having this on the table, because
Hi,
you can see where the
everybody.
cameras
Yeah.
are. Hey, everybody.
Hi.
So, welcome back. We're
walking.
we're doing a walking thing,
We're walking. Yes, sirree.
and let's see. So, it's been about 4 hours. You guys are starting to get really tired
Yeah.
because you haven't had a long rest. You got interrupted in the middle of the night.
It's daytime, correct?
It's dawn.
Right. Maybe it might not be a bad idea to set up camp, sleep in shifts, especially with the daylight. Probably less chance of animals and raiders.
Sounds like a game plan.
Yes, I'll agree.
I'll take first watch.
Alright, I take off my glasses and I lay down.
Okay.
I'd like to find some place that's kind of off of the tracks, but not too far off, like under some trees, get us a little bit of cover, and maybe where we can hide a little bit, maybe behind some bushes, so it would take somebody really walking by to notice there's 3 people there. I'm not starting a fire or do anything crazy like that.
Yeah, you go off into the woods about 20 feet or so,
Yeah.
and you find kind of a little clearing, but
Yeah.
it looks kind of protected.
Yeah.
And I'll do Song of Rest so that everybody can use some hit dice and get some stuff back.
Well, if we're doing a long rest too.
Oh, are we doing a long or a short?
We're resting.
Oh,
Up to you
okay.
guys.
If we're sleeping in shifts, we might as well do our full.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do a long. Then I won't mess with Song of Rest because that only helps if we're doing a short rest and regaining your hit dice.
One moment, I need to adjust the camera. Because I don't want y'all people to be seeing the magic behind the scenes.
But now they can see the yeah, move it a little bit more. I'm trying to get the trash can out of there. That's what I'm trying to do. Close enough, I guess.
There we go.
And while he's moving that, if you look at this amazing ad up above
Yes.
for Doombrowski's Comics and Games, if you show this ad to them, and you can find the ad at facebook.com/Happy Hour Podcast Show, you can get 10% off your purchase.
Which is always a good
Do
thing.
it.
Yeah.
So, and I almost forgot to put on, well, I did forget to put on the mic.
Your mic. We's a mess
I hope
tonight.
people
We's
wanna
a
hear.
mess.
We are high
We's a
mess.
mess.
don't know what to do with ourselves.
Alrighty, so, first
Yeah, I'm gonna
watch.
do first watch.
Where do we do the rests? I can't remember.
It should be in the upper right-hand corner.
I think it might be that thing that's highlighted in red over there.
That
There's
says
like 3 things underneath it, ain't there?
inspiration, defense, and conditions.
Let's see. Because I can't remember what it looks like on the phone.
Oh, I have to click on my portrait. Long rest.
Ah, yes.
Take a long rest.
Okay, so during your watch, I need you to make 2 perception checks for me.
So I get a +1 on perception. So a 14 and a 14.
And he cannot be surprised.
Seems to be pretty quiet.
Yeah.
Uh,
No animals, nothing.
nothing really seems to happen. You do hear like some distant twigs and stuff like that snapping,
But nothing crazy.
but nothing coming towards you.
I take the second so our spellcaster can regain all of her very specific need this time to sleep. Because I just need the basic. She needs the full.
Well, I mean, as long as you get a total of 6 to 8 hours.
Okay, then she's fine.
Even if you're doing it in shifts,
Yeah,
it
even
counts
if-
as a long rest, right?
Yeah.
I try. I take the second shift though, so she doesn't have to.
Okay. 2 perception checks for me, please.
That's a 1 and a 2. The 2 is a 7.
Wow. So,
You got that warning thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah. I keep forgetting about the dart of warning.
Oh wait, I have advantage on initiative. Oh, not that it matters now, but my boots leave false tracks. By the way, it's a common item. I have boots of false tracks, and I can intentionally make the tracks look like they're going in other directions, or I can make them not, making them look like they don't actually aren't there. And I'm
Good to
intentionally
know.
making them look like I'm walking the other way.
Okay.
Except for the other two sets of tracks.
Right, I
They're
know.
going
I'm saying right now it doesn't matter, but
It looks like we're going with Weekend at Bernie's. Like,
Yeah.
It's just, two are going one direction, and then there's just random ass feet getting
they're
turned around.
dragging.
Yeah.
If a tracker comes by
Yeah.
later, someone got fucked up.
Just a quick game question.
Yes.
Jack of all trades.
Yes.
I have that. What exactly does that do?
It's already added into your
Oh, okay, it is added. Okay.
because it adds half proficiency on everything
Oh,
that
okay.
you don't have a proficiency in.
Gotcha.
It's kind of one of the best things in the entire world.
Oh, so that's why my circles are halfway filled in?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Because yeah,
Gotcha.
it adds that half proficiency. It doesn't give you any other bonus, but just
Estrella
half
may or may
proficiency.
not have had that
Yeah.
when she was beefing up her fucking stats.
Well, I mean, she's a bard. I mean,
Uh-huh.
she's amazing.
She badass.
She is.
Oh, he's rolling up. He's rolling up random creatures for us to fight.
So.
Since you rolled a 1, am I gonna get woken up suddenly with something eating us?
However, be happy that you have the dart of warning.
Okay, hill country. There's all kind. You can see the random encounter.
Although I'm not using that table.
Okay, thank God.
Do I have a forest? I may have a forest. I backed a Kickstarter that has a whole lot of really very gorgeous maps that just make me so happy. Oh, I do not have a forest. But the grassland will work. That will work in a pinch. So, go ahead and set yourselves on here how you are.
Can I get a mini, sir?
You certainly can.
Just grab me any random one.
You chose the campsite, so you show where we are, and then I'll go from there where I'm going.
My guess, if we're using this picture, it'd be that upper left-hand corner. So I
Right.
put us between those two
Do you
bushes
want
in the
to?
tree.
I'm just gonna use it.
Like over here?
Yeah, just anywhere.
Just put me.
So y'all is sleeping.
Yeah.
I'm watching out.
Because that gives us
over-
the most cover.
Oh, there we are! Hi, everybody!
Let's see. Show the battle map.
Battle map, battle map.
There we go. So, hopefully everyone can see that.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are there. Alrighty, so. Sorry, folks, this is a random encounter, so.
And by random, he
bear
means
with
he's
me.
going to kill us.
Such pessimists. I mean, it could be little puppies that are coming out to greet you. So, about an hour goes by on your watch. Everything seems pretty calm. Second hour, you feel the buzz, the very noticeable buzz, as you hear the snapping of twigs from behind
Is it nighttime?
No, it's past dawn, so it's decently lit out.
All right.
And you see coming out of the trees towards your camp.
Oh, bloody hell.
A lizard man, a fairy, and a wizard.
They all look pretty similar, but a horde of goblins has appeared. Actually, I'm going to use that one because that's what you look like.
Yeah, let's not confuse ourselves.
Oh,
And they're
Jesus,
winking at
yay.
them. And I need everyone to roll for initiative because that dart, it wakes. Although you haven't said your. Does it need a code word?
No,
or
it just goes off.
it just goes off, so everyone's roused.
Yeah.
So everyone roll for initiative.
And then what do we add to initiative?
Oh,
It should be at the top. It
yeah,
says
your initiative.
Oh, okay.
modifier.
I got a 9.
11.
Oh. Okay.
Let me get some more appropriate music.
Wow. This is gonna be bad.
Not really. We can take them.
11, 10, 9.
What's that? Oh,
That's the initiative.
yeah.
So 11, 10, 9.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, who had the 10?
I have the 10.
What's your dex modifier?
2.
2. What's the actual number?
14.
So basically, I'm splitting them into 2 groups.
Okay.
So, group 1. Then is Quinn. Then Richard. Group 2. Then Raylan. Okay, so.
So they're divided into groups?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just for my ease.
For
Okay.
initiative.
Yeah, for initiative order only. So, this first group. Let's see. That guy goes up. He's going to shoot a short bow at. I believe that's Richard. Since he sees that you're up. Natural 19 to hit.
Yeah.
You take 3 points of piercing damage as he runs over, pulls back his bow, and lets it fire, and it lodges into your shoulder.
Whoa!
And get some movement speed. 15, 20, 25. This one charges up to Raylan, who's still prone. The scimitar does a 17 hit you?
Armor class is 16. Is that what you needed? Okay, yeah.
Let's see, and you take 3 points of piercing damage as he comes down and stabs you. You're really awake now.
Oh, yeah. Plus, that should make it easier for me to go into the Berserker Rage, too, right? Since I've been stabbed already?
Yeah, I mean, as long as you take damage during your turns.
Yeah.
Okay, so that one's going to back up and fire an arrow at you, Richard. Oh, no. Sorry, I accidentally rolled with advantage, which I shouldn't have done. So I roll again. Be happy, because does a 13 hit you?
It does not.
Okay.
I am Batman.
And this last one. goes up and he's gonna swing his scimitar at you. That one doesn't hit. You're still reeling from your shoulder injury, and this one comes up, tries to slash at you with the scimitar, but you jump out of the way just in the nick of time. Alrighty, Quinn.
Okay. Was I getting up? Did I get up before
You were
we
prone.
started? Oh, I'm prone.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you can use half your movement to get up.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to. So I'm gonna get up. That'll use half my movement, and then. And is this one of the?
Yeah, the fairy is actually a goblin.
So I'm gonna go over there, and I'm gonna cast Bane.
Okay.
I wish there was more of them there because I could do up to 3, but I'm gonna cast Bane.
Well, there is that one that's up right by Richard.
As long as I can see and they're within range.
Well, could you?
Up to 3.
I mean,
Could I come?
Can you get all that
Can
group?
Let's see. So
What's the range?
30 feet.
30 feet? Okay.
So if I got like right here, I would get 3 of them in range, right?
I mean, if you stay right there, you can get these 3.
Okay, that's what I want to do. Make charisma saving throws. When the target fails, the saving throws make an attack roll, and saving throw before the spell ends. The target must roll a d4 and subtract the number from the attack roll or saving rolls.
Okay, the one that attacked Raylan, 11.
No, that fails.
Other one was a 4
That failed.
and an 18.
That one saved.
So the one back here saved, but the other 2
Okay.
failed. So I don't see them moving. And that's whenever I make an attack roll, I subtract a d4, correct?
Correct. Subtract the d4. Yeah.
Okay.
And then can I cast a cantrip as a bonus action?
No. If it's healing word, that can be a bonus action. If you click on your bonus actions, it'll come up with everything that you can do. Just a little loud.
Yes. Oh. I have nothing left to do. Who's in the next in the initiative order?
Me.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a little inspiration. It's the only thing I can do. I'm gonna give you a little inspiration to help out.
Matt, you may want to check that camera that was in the upper left-hand corner.
Should be fine.
This one right here. Because it's not on you. It looks like it's on your
Oh.
laptop.
Oh yeah, that one's on the.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm done.
Alrighty. Let's see. Next up, Richard.
Alright, I'm going to learned sneak attack on this one, see if killing it instantly will scare the fuck out of the rest of the goblins.
Okay, intelligence check.
And it's 10 plus half of its CR.
Yes.
Oh, come on. 7, 8, 9. That's a 10.
That's exactly what you needed to roll.
Okay, good. Now I'll use the inspiration. Cool. In that case, I'm going to attack it.
Yeah, it's a goblin. There's no
I know,
real-
that's why I was like, I
thing,
don't
is
need
it?
to use this yet.
But I mean, you can certainly do extra damage to it.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna do pow pow, but come on, where are you? That's an 11?
11 to hit.
Yeah.
That does not hit,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Second fire.
Okay.
That's a 12 to hit.
Doesn't hit. So you're still kind of reeling from the shot in your shoulder, and you try to take aim.
Mm-hmm.
You learn a lot about your foe, but you just can't quite focus and get the shot.
Do they have any flaws? Anything like?
No advantages, no disadvantages, no.
They don't have pack abilities or anything like that?
No.
Oh, good. Those suck. I can't do anything else except hide like I'm Batman. Yep.
Batman.
Okay. Alrighty. Next up,
Them.
top of group 2. So the one that you fired at is just going to stay where he is
Okay.
and try to fire back at you. 16.
Yep.
Take 2 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. 11.
Nope.
So he tries to swing at you with his scimitar, but once again you. This one's going to try to fire at Quinn. 17. Does that hit you?
I believe it does. Hang on just a second. I was.
17. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 11. Yeah, that hits. Okay.
You only take 2 points of piercing damage.
He has the highest AC and it's 16. So.
Yeah. Let's see. And this last guy. 5, 10, 15. Get behind you. Doesn't hit you. So he tries to sneak up behind you and stab you, but you see him going behind you and you.
Yeah.
On the ground.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, that does it for them. Raylan, you're up.
Kip up, and then as soon as I'm up, hit the rage, and then do 2 attacks to the one that I'm in combat with already.
Okay.
We'll do the radiant hammer first.
Okay.
Now, what do I add to hit?
It should have your
On the
pluses,
bottom.
and then whatever your rage adds.
Over here. So
Okay.
which
Okay.
weapon?
Radiant warhammers. 11.
Do you add anything from your rage?
That's what I'm trying to see.
I think it adds 2.
Yes, plus 2 melee damage with strength weapons.
It just adds damage.
Oh, it just adds damage.
Plus 2 melee damage with strength weapons, resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, splashing damage.
Yeah. Later you can get feats that will give an advantage on attacks, but right now it's just if he hits.
Yeah, that one doesn't hit, unfortunately.
Okay. And then we'll do the hand axe next.
Okay.
19.
That hits. Go ahead and
Okay.
roll your damage.
First actual land hit.
So 5, 4, and then I get plus 2. 11.
Boo! You cut his head right off.
Yep.
Alrighty. Like I said, they're little goblins.
Yeah.
So, anything else? Well, you both attack. Any movement?
Actually, can I move and trying to get in combat range with the other one? The one that's behind me?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just turn around.
Just turn around and get in close combat range with him.
Wink. Alright. Let's see. Up next. God, I gotta remember which goblins were in which group. Let's see.
These two.
That one's dead.
He's gone,
And
and,
then
then one of
that
those
guy.
that attacked me. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so. That one's gonna fire an arrow at you.
Okay.
Misses. That one's gonna fire an arrow at you.
Okay.
Misses.
Okay.
God, rolling for shit.
Don't
Yay!
Oh, keep it up.
I want to give you a
Come on.
challenge here. I mean, okay, the one next to you is going to try to hit. Doesn't hit. Damn it.
I love you. I am not upset.
Alrighty. Quinn, you're up.
Each square is 5, right?
Yeah.
Attack of opportunity.
It will get an attack of opportunity if you go by him.
I mean, you could stab him in the face.
This is also one.
I'm sorry.
That's also
Yeah.
another
Yeah,
one.
that's another one.
If I come up beside him, does he get an attack of opportunity?
As long as you don't move, like you can move into melee with him, but if you try to move out of that 5-foot square next to him, that's when he'd get him.
So
you
if I
can-
could go here or here,
Yeah.
that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Right there. Then I'm going to cast Cloud of Daggers.
Alrighty.
Because Raylan can take the hit if he has to.
That's Richard.
That's Richard?
Yeah.
Fuck. How bad are you looking, Richard?
Do you?
No, how bad are you looking? So,
Do you? 26.
26.
I mean, on a scale from 31 to 1, I'm at a. Yeah, I look about at 26.
okay.
That's the best way to do it.
Alright. I am going. Yeah, I'm still going to do it. I'm going to cast it at. Actually, I'm just going to cast it at 2nd level. So that's 4d4.
Oh, do I need a...
It
Dex
says
save
you
or anything?
it says you fill the air with spinning daggers in a cube 5 feet. All a creature taking 4d4 slashing damage when the spell enters the area for the first time or at the start of if it started its turn there.
Okay.
Yeah. So
So there's no dex save or anything like that?
no save or
just
anything
straight
like
up
that.
Okay.
3, 6, 8,
And it's a. What's the
11.
radius?
5.
5 feet.
Yeah, she hits me. How much we got?
11.
That cloud of daggers just eviscerates those two, chopping them up into tiny little pieces.
That's the sound I make.
And then,
Yes.
as my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Healing Word, which I can do on a bonus action.
Yes, you can.
And 1d4 plus 5, 6.
Okay.
Back to Richard. And I'm
Fuck, you mean it!
But
Sorry.
it is Richard's turn now.
No, it is my turn. Oh! God, it's like that
You might-
time in India.
Oh,
Might
We
want to
don't
move
talk
out of
about-
that cloud.
It's like that one time when Nova and I got a Groupon for that new bar downtown and we took Ravish with us. He told us all about how the brain releases endorphins when pain is inflicted.
I
had a
was too high to remember.
It was
that.
cutting. You weren't there. It was a roommate outing. This was PQ, pre-quit. I fire. I'm gonna just to fuck with her. I'm gonna fire at this one, but I'm gonna aim it towards her. Okay, fire.
Trying to help!
Go ahead and roll the hit.
I hit you for God's sake!
I'm going for the one that I marked. So
Okay.
that's the logical way. But she happens to be right there.
Yeah.
Bleeding. Ah! I don't hit it. It was a 5, 6,
8.
No, sorry.
Wait, I get another don't I? Boom, boom.
Think so.
Yeah. Bye. That's much better. 8, 9, 10, 11. That's a 21.
That hits.
Yay!
Roll your damage.
Yay and stuff. Shit. Alright. Oh god, that's right. I get to roll a bunch of shit. Alright. So, 46. 17. 21.
Boom! You blast his head clean off.
Bleeding everywhere.
It's like you put it like right up towards your friend Quinn's face, and you just cock it off to the side and bang! They blast the goblin's head off.
And I run up to Quinn and I try and Batman, but it's a big old bloody hug. I hug her.
All forgiven, I suppose.
Since I'm already in the blade barrier, I jump into the blade barrier and I basically hold her so that wherever she goes, I want to go with her. That's my intent. I want to grapple her.
Okay.
So that I stay with her.
Do you fight the grapple?
Of course not. It's
Okay.
Richard.
And I figured since I used like maybe 5 feet of my speed to get into the same container with her.
Mhm.
So if she goes anywhere, she could use my speed to drag me with me.
It would be she would basically be
half,
using.
but
It would be like going through rough terrain.
all right, cool. I'm doing that because she fucking stabbed me,
Okay.
literally.
Well,
Alrighty.
No, it's fine. I'm
What
not,
am I
I'm not
supposed to
mad.
do? You're
I'm not
got
mad.
goblins all over
I'm
you.
not mad. I'm just going with it. Okay?
I'm just disappointed.
This was a part of the month-long This was like the month-long mark when you cooperate as a team. Remember that seminar Nova taught us? She said,
I skipped that one. I was
did it.
Alrighty, the one next to Raylan's gonna try to attack. 19.
You got a 16 armor class.
Okay.
That might hit just a little bit.
You take it's total 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
But I believe it's halved since you're raging.
Okay.
Yes, it is, as long as it's non-magical.
So I take 3. Okay.
3 points of damage.
Let's see, that one was on that one. So each group has only 2 left. So the archer in the group is going to go towards Quinn, but 11, does that hit you, Quinn?
That's my armor class.
Wait, but doesn't the blade barrier give her, like, whoever has ranged? Don't they have this? Doesn't it give something to ranged
Let's
weapons?
It says, you fill the air. A creature take 44 slashing damage when it enters the spell area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn in the blade barrier
It must be
area.
something else. It might have been wind barrier or something. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
It's okay, you only take 4 points of piercing damage. As the arrow goes through the cloud of daggers and right into your shoulder.
Ow!
Seconds before I moved my hand from that shoulder.
Yes. Alrighty, Raylan, you're up.
I'm already pretty much locked in with that one in front of me, right?
Yep.
Okay. Then do my 2 attacks.
Okay.
The Radiant Warhammer first. 18 plus 7.
That
2, 4,
hits.
5, 6, 7. Okay. And then do the damage.
Go ahead and, roll the damage on that one first, because you'll
Yeah.
probably clobber him.
Yeah, probably not even going to need to do the other one. Okay, so Radiant Warhammer. 5, 3, and 2, 10.
You raise your hammer up and you smash its head
Yeah.
right clean into its body.
Now, am I still allowed to move?
Yeah, you can move and make your other attack.
Okay. I'm going to try and run to whatever the nearest one is, so whatever gets me closest. Perfect. And I'm not close enough to do an attack, so I told that second attack.
Well, yeah, you can make your second attack.
With the hand axe from
Yeah.
there? Oh, okay. Okay, 17 plus 3, 4, 5, 6, 23.
That hits.
Okay, and then it'll be a 5, 6, and then 2, 13.
You split him right in two.
Which way did he go?
What?
Which way did Raylan go to get to the goblin?
Oh, you know what? Let's see.
Can he get around it without going through the barrier?
5, 10, 15. Yeah.
Okay.
Cloud of Daggers didn't want you to go through it.
Yeah, I didn't want to go through it either, so
Alrighty. Anything else?
I'm done now.
Alrighty.
Do they have to do any kind of check? Because, like, damn near whole party's gone.
Oh, apparently they're
Stubborn bastards.
very stubborn and want to avenge their fallen.
You know, I want to check these bodies. I know that one of them is going to have a scroll of teleport to your closest party members on them.
You can certainly think that.
I'm going to.
Okay, this one was attacking Raylan and rolled a natural 20.
That's double, sir. Well, but double but half, so it's actually basic.
Mm-hmm.
The total damage is 8.
Okay.
So it would just be reduced to 4.
Okay.
And the other one is also going to try to attack you because
I've killed about everybody over there.
yeah, 22. Take 4 points total of piercing damage, so half to 2.
2. Okay.
And nope, they're wanting to fight it out. Okay, Quinn.
See how close I can get to. Because my cloud of daggers is still going, right? It lasts a minute.
Yo, yeah.
Okay. And you're moving with me?
Yep. So you can have speed. Don't worry. If you can't get all the way to one of them, I got you. Just get as close as you can.
It's 10. It's 15.
So you'll get him.
Okay.
So yeah, you got one of them.
Okay.
Roll it.
Unless you roll all ones, he's probably going to be eviscerated.
Six.
He gets cut up real bad, but he seems to be holding strong.
The fuck? 6? Goddamn. Wish I'd have passed this at second level. Shit. I just didn't want to rip Richard apart.
Oh, good, thank you.
Anything else?
No, that's all I can do.
Alrighty, Richard.
Alright. From right there, I'm going to go to my belt and pull out my belt dagger.
Okay.
And just try and stab him really quickly.
The one
The
that.
one that's right there.
Okay.
The one that is looking really hurt.
Okay.
I pull my belt dagger out and my entire belt comes off.
You rolled a 1!
Yep, I did.
And,
Your pants are down.
and also, as you go to stab, one of the daggers actually knocks the dagger out of your hand,
Okay, great.
and it hits a couple other daggers on the way down. So tink, 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 tink.
Okay. Then I'm gonna fire at him because I mean I have to try and kill him. My last. Nope, doesn't hit. Got it. Fine. Last thing for movement. I pick Quinn's ass up and I move her right here.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and roll your Cloud of Daggers damage.
3, 4, 7, 8.
I'm standing there trying, like, I spread my legs a little bit because I've lost a little weight from all the running around the past, 2 days, and so my pants, they're not, falling around my ankles, but you can see what underwear I'm not wearing.
Alrighty.
It was Nova's turn to do laundry. I'm sorry. She does not pay attention to that stuff in the household.
Raylan, you're up.
I'm just going to run at the last one and attack him.
Oh, which
Not even going to bother
I
moving it.
wouldn't. Alright, let's see. 10?
Doesn't hit.
Okay. I'll try the next one.
He literally has
Oh,
one hit
fuck
point
me.
left.
10 again.
Oh,
Nope.
sorry. So it is like he's cut up so badly that it's like it's like this last ditch effort to try to stay alive.
Is it his turn or their turn? The Cloud of Daggers.
It begins his turn, the creature's turn, right?
Yes.
Okay. So don't even bother rolling because he
Dead.
literally has one hit point left. So
Cloud of Daggers saves the day again.
so there's a lot of goblin body parts just kind of scattered about.
Ooh, goblin stew.
When she drops it, as I'm standing there huddled, when she drops it, I go and search everything.
That me too. I'm going and looting too.
Okay. Go
Going
ahead
as well.
and
5
roll
diamond pieces.
an investigation check. While I switch over the music.
Damn! I got a 9.
You got a 6.
14.
I hope you found something. I'm sure I didn't.
So, among the things, you find
14 with a 7.
about 50 gold total off of the. I mean, this was a raiding looting.
Well, I
party.
know. I'm just saying. I didn't. Very nice.
Yeah. And and 4 short bows and 3 short swords.
Okay.
And a scroll of teleportation to your nearest party member.
Right. I
You see, like, a badly written out note.
Yes!
This is not a scroll of teleportation.
I go and I collect my my belt dagger and I fix my pants. And I wait for the big guy to stop going through everything. And then, so, do we need to finish our nap? What do we do now?
You would need to finish for that to get the benefits of the long rest.
I'd recommend we don't sleep here.
Yes! I'm all for going a little further.
Well, I will say this: if you pick up and go somewhere, it doesn't count as a long rest.
Do we have to sleep here for how
Yeah,
many more hours?
I'm worried about animals and
Like
shit.
3 more hours.
Right, but our spellcaster needs her shit, and
Okay.
if we're exhausted, we can't go.
Right.
It deteriorates
Okay.
us.
Like I said, my concern was if we slept there with all those dead bodies laying around, that it's going to attract animals.
Right,
Mhm.
but if we don't sleep, then we're fucked even more.
You'll have to do another long rest
Yeah.
at your next
All right.
location.
Well, if you want to sleep here, that's fine.
Well, how are we on this? Like, is it just her that needs it, or who of us?
Well, no,
needs it?
everyone needs to get 6 to 8 hours to count for long rest.
He did the first watch, so
No,
I
I
just
only
need
got
to
8.
continue the watch. He needs to get more sleep, and she does.
Yeah.
All right, I'll watch again.
Okay. Give you 30 gold because it was 50 and we're splitting it 60-40. So that means you'd get 30, I'd get 20.
We didn't say when we were splitting it.
No, we said we were splitting it 60-40.
We did say we were splitting it.
And that would be now.
Now is when you want to split it. Oh, I thought you wanted to wait until after we.
I'm trying to give you your share of the money.
I'm the one who took it.
No,
No,
we all
like,
took
you
it.
all
Yeah.
Took it. Ah, fuck! I can't walk my way out of that.
No.
One. All right, so it's 30.
Yeah, and then how do you want to split these short bows
Oh, you
and
can
short
take
swords?
those. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Okay, so that happened during the second part of your watch.
Okay.
They go to sleep. It's pretty much quiet.
Thank you.
The next.
Roll for another encounter.
So Quinn, go ahead and give me 2 perception checks.
One second, I was.
Were there any
resetting.
arrows with the short bows?
You find a total of about 14 arrows.
14 arrows, okay.
That was a 17 and a 5.
Okay. Your watch goes off without. It's pretty quiet. You hear some animal sounds out in the forest, but nothing that alarms you. Figured we needed a little bit of battle in this.
Yeah.
And y'all are going through the.
Shit, I think I took out like 4 on my own, at least.
Okay, so after her watch, you all rouse up. You now can all mark down your long rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
You now have all healed and all that wonderful stuff.
Do I need to mark any of the water and the food off of my thing yet?
Did you guys eat?
I would think we
I mean,
would.
while we were, since we all did a watch, I would eat while we were
Yeah.
watching.
Yeah, we'll eat while we watch.
So you want me to mark like one
One
day's
day.
worth
One day's
off?
worth off.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
One day's worth of food and water. So, there we
So it's around midday right now.
go. Right.
So the day is yours.
Go back down the train tracks again.
Forward and upward and onward, towards the way we came. No, towards the way we're going.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah. Keep us
All
moving
right.
Forward.
So you make your way down the tracks for another like 4 or 5 hours. It's pretty still out. It's the woods are pretty quiet. There's a few animal sounds here and there, like you hear a wolf howling
So
in the
not eerily
distance.
quiet.
Not eerily quiet. It's just the normal sounds you would hear in a forest. About that time, you see. I have to go back in my memory bank.
Davish and Nova and pumpkin spice latte walking down the tracks towards us like Stand By Me.
Nope. However, you've now come to the point where you can ascertain that this is the beginning of where they may have jumped off.
Ding, 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 ding. Flaming Brazier moment. We're reaching the point where we should start really paying attention to what could possibly have happened.
This is when I have a question for you because it's the tracking's not on my skills, but me and you discussed it. Do I need to roll for that starting now?
Yes, you'll roll survival checks.
Okay.
And basically what I do is the DC for you is lower than if he was to do it.
So
Or
do
if
you
she
want me
was
to
to do
roll
it.
now, or do we want to wait for tracking?
You certainly can if you
Okay.
want.
Just so
Yeah.
you know, Pumpkin has a size 7 shoe, Davish is a nice average 9.5, and Nova has a whopping 14. We're talking boats, people. I don't know how she walks so quietly.
How many times do I roll? Just once, I'm guessing.
One's for right now.
Okay, 5 total.
Bozo shoes.
Okay. You don't really
It's
see.
horrible.
You see it's kind of weird. You see like kind of a little bit of a crater, like something may have like
Fallen off and
may have
landed.
hit here.
Did you just call one of them fat?
Well,
Momentum.
She dove off a train.
our little halfling, she's stout, she's
sturdy.
healthy, she's sturdy.
She a thick girl.
Mm-hmm.
When he starts seeing this, can I add on to?
Oh, I'm gonna point it out as soon as I see it, guys.
Yeah.
Crater.
Can I when we get then? Can I go up and fully do
Investigation.
full on suspicion? Not at advantage. Okay. That's fucking skills. Should be a 7, but I don't want to be wrong. I am right. 21.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
20. Sorry, dirty 20.
Okay, you see around this crater, like it looks like this person stood up and started walking the direction that you guys are heading.
Do I notice the shoe size?
With your roll, you assume that it's damage.
Oh, it's Davidge. Ah, okay. This is where our special boy landed. This is like Davish's tracks. And do I notice a singular going in one direction?
Yeah.
It's only him right now going in that direction. He probably jumped off. If he was with us and they jumped off before him, we don't know, then he probably jumped off and went after them. So if we follow these footprints, we might, with our people. Just a guesstimation.
Okay.
So we follow the tracks then, I suppose.
Forward we go!
Okay, go ahead and give me another survival check.
Okay.
Can I assist him with that, with the investigation?
Uh,
What did you want to do it?
Go ahead and roll a separate investigation
7.
check.
17 plus 3, that'd be 20. Not a natural, but 20.
Okay. You see another crater where someone may have landed, and you see another set of larger footprints next to where this crater is.
We got another crater and another set of footprints.
9.
Okay. You see exactly what he pointed out,
Well,
and you see now 3 sets of tracks
Going off.
going off in the direction that you guys are heading.
I mean, it's worked so far.
Let's roll.
Okay.
I want to like.
That's what I was
suburban
gonna
mom.
say. Can we?
Can I suburban mom? Like power walk?
I mean,
Yeah,
sure.
I was gonna say, can we double time it? Is
Yeah,
there a
can
way
we-
to do that, or I don't know if that's a thing you can do.
We can technically dash.
And look at long distance movement speeds. Okay, yeah, you'll be going the normal 30 miles per day, 4 miles per hour.
I mean, I'll pick it up, but I still want to look for stuff and investigate. So without horribly hindering that, because if we go too fast, we might hinder.
You're right. We might miss something.
Yeah.
Okay, so in that case, you're moving more like 3 miles an hour.
But okay.
Okay.
So if you move fast, you get a -5 to your perception.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Then we don't want to do that.
Okay, so you continue down, you keeping thoroughly glued to these tracks. And they just seem to go on. And you follow them for quite a while. This is also the DM trying to remember.
Oh.
I think about another 8 hours.
Okay.
And I need another survival check.
And I investigate.
Yep.
Is that what I'm doing? Oh shit! Oh, I should have kept it. It was 19, but I didn't actually roll it.
11.
11.
Yeah, I should have kept it. 12.
Okay. You see the tracks turn off and go down towards the forest. The same side of the tracks that you guys had slept
Oh,
on
I'm
before.
sorry. I was confused. I was like, when did the train tracks go in those tracks?
Yeah.
Got it.
We need to go this direction. They cut off over here.
Cool. Fucking cool. Yeah, let's go.
Yes.
Tracker in front.
Mm-hmm.
You want to take up the middle, Quinn?
I'll take the middle.
I'll
And
take up the back.
right now it is nighttime.
Okay.
Okay.
I put my glasses on.
Okay.
Um,
The moon is still pretty full. You can. It's like a dim light shined everywhere.
We'll walk by that.
Just keep looking, because I'm hoping when we get in the woods, besides just the footprints, we'll see like branches that have been bent or broken off where they went through, things like that.
I rolled a 13 for stealth because I actually want to start hanging back and stealthing a bit while they move forward in bright lights.
Okay. So as you go down into the forest, you go in about maybe 50 feet or so,
Mm-hmm.
and you start to see trace evidence of people. They may have been sleeping here.
Okay.
It's a natural clearing. Seems like it would be a place that they would have set down for the night.
Is there like a fire that they put out or something, where maybe they had a little campfire? And
No.
they put nothing like that.
No.
But there is some indentions where people might have laid on
Yeah.
grass and things like that. Okay.
And if you want to make another survival check,
Sure.
Can I make a stealth?
17.
Another?
sure. 17.
17.
Okay.
Much better.
So as you walk around the campsite,
That's a 15.
you see more tracks.
Okay.
They seem to. There's a lot
Yeah.
of tracks, and they seem to be all in a circle,
Around.
going towards
Then.
this clearing.
Do I hear anything on the perimeter where I'm stealthing? Watching my group?
No.
Okay. My tracks aren't there, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We've got more tracks on the outside of the camp. It looks like maybe they were attacked.
I'm not there.
Oh, okay. Until you.
Okay. That's right, because you're stealthing, right?
I'm
Okay.
going to the perimeter.
And with your roll,
Mm-hmm.
you also saw, like, they were congregated around, but then they started marching
One direction.
in one direction.
So we know which way they went.
Yes.
Okay. We know that they marched out this direction.
Okay, we'll keep following.
Okay.
As they go through, I'm following like 10 feet behind them to watch their back. As I pass through the group, do I notice anything different with an investigation? Or would it be basically the same stuff? There's no other more.
Yeah, no more information than that. So I need to know, how quiet are you trying to be right now?
Pretty quiet, because we don't know a damn thing about where we are.
Yeah.
Okay,
We're-
I need stealth checks from everyone then.
All
I
right.
know you last rolled a 15, correct?
I'm stealthy sucking.
Right.
Yeah, buddy.
I also
18.
am going to turn my darts loud ass siren off.
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
Okay.
Do I need to roll another anything?
Not
Where
at
we
this
are in the
time.
story? Okay. I know stealth checks are weird out of combat.
Yeah, they really are. So, you quietly follow these tracks through the woods. You're being pretty quiet. Quinn's making a little bit of noise, but
It's because I'm wearing high heel boots.
yeah.
Well, actually, I have a question. My dart, can I guess, because you said it vibrated, can I set it to vibrate as opposed to loud reaction to
Yeah.
them? Alright, I set it to vibrate.
You put your phone on vibrate.
It's on vibrate.
Okay, so as you go, you're walking for probably about an hour. And up ahead, you start to see what looks to be light through the trees.
Ooh.
Like natural light or like something
Artificial
light.
How far are they? And I haven't noticed anything.
It's
behind
probably about
us.
200 feet in front of you.
They are? No,
No,
The light.
The light from
And they are 15 in front of me,
Yes.
Quinn, and the glowing lights. And I haven't noticed anyone behind us, right?
No.
Alright. Fuck. I'm gonna use one of my precious little scrolls. Alright. I'm gonna use one of my cantrip scrolls. I'm gonna pull it out of my little folder.
Okay.
Because they're all in, like, file folders.
Of course they are.
I'm gonna read off, and I'm gonna activate one of the page cantrips for message. I'm gonna send Quinn a message. Say, I am hiding and covering your 6.
Is Twitter?
Yeah, actually.
It is Twitter. It's only a certain number of
I
words.
think it's what, 20 or
21.
25?
It's 25.
25.
Give me 6. Don't act like I am here. I will be the plan B. Respond. Wait, no, I have 5 more.
Yeah, you have-
Okay, alright, plan B. Go with it like I don't.
Okay.
Okay.
Just kind of last. You can actually reply, you know that.
Oh, to this
Yeah, you
I can reply.
to the message. It's usually funny to say it, but I didn't have enough words.
Yeah.
You don't have to, you do whatever. And since it's been an hour after I do that, may I attempt to make one more stealth check with my intentions known?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I'll say, got it, understood. Just to say it back so that he knows I heard him.
Okay. I do need stealth checks from everyone one more time.
I really need to take these high heel boots off.
8.
7.
5.
Okay.
Please. Please.
So you guys are being a little bit louder, but don't think any suspicion has been roused.
Okay.
But all you see ahead of you, about 200 feet through the trees, is some sort of artificial light.
My goggles are 60 feet. I want to stay. My night vision goggles. I want to stay far enough I can still see them through them, but I want to get a little more distance from them at this point, because now I'm going kind of
Out of dart range?
I was gonna say, oh yeah, they're definitely I turned the dart on buzzer for me, not for them.
Okay.
Bait. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to stay here while I go ahead and go see what's in the light?
Yeah.
He is lit up like a torch right now, right?
Oh no, I don't have dancing lights on because it's a
Oh.
full moon.
Yeah.
So we
Okay.
decided
So
to.
you
We
can-
didn't. I didn't
oh,
recast.
okay.
Yeah.
I didn't recast dancing lights because it's a full moon, so it was like
And
a
you said
dim
we were
light.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Sorry.
So at least you can say
Yes.
stealthy here with him?
Yes,
Okay.
I will stay back.
I'm way back. She
Yeah,
doesn't know where I am.
I don't. I can't
Yeah.
see him, so I don't know where he is. No, actually,
Yeah, but you wouldn't know that. She's the only one I messaged.
yeah,
Right.
she
Yeah.
messaged. He messaged me. I'm gonna follow you.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow you.
Go into the light.
All right, we're going to the light.
Go
Okay.
into the light.
As you emerge from the tree line, a little bit ahead, you see a small village. Bustling about, you see what look to be humans bustling about. It's surprisingly active for nighttime.
Nocturnal peeps.
Is it the same kind of creatures that you showed them the picture of that abducted him? Or are these
These-
different kind of creatures?
These look fairly human.
Okay. Just smaller humans?
Smaller humans.
Okay.
When I'm in visual range to see them, can I make a Yogg Sothory check?
Yes, you may.
Okay. That's a 22.
Yeah.
So you've only read about these in books, and there's really not much known about them.
Mm-hmm.
You know that these may be what are known as the Chocho. They're fairly reclusive. They like to stay out of the way of people.
Dirty 20. I still get this information. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, not much is really known because they stay very reclusive. You don't know if they're inherently good or bad, or if they're just. You know that they're very similar to humans, with just a few differences.
All right. Continue it then, but I want to make sure on something before I do it.
Okay. Are you guys trying to make yourselves known, or are you kind of hanging out?
I wouldn't mind just going in and talking to him.
Yeah, let's. We're going
Yeah.
in to talk to him.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna approach them because my character wouldn't not. So,
Yeah.
people.
Okay.
After I look and do the Yogg-Sothory on this creature and I can see it, I'm then going to do a bonus action that does not cause an attack of any type, and I'm going to see if I can do an educated sneak attack to find out all the information I can, because I'm not actually attacking with that ability.
Let's see.
It says starting at 3, as a bonus action, you can choose a creature and make an intelligence check using the relevant skills, Yogg-Sothory or intelligence. The DC is, you know that. If you succeed, you learn the target's weaknesses and vulnerabilities, and any spells that they may cast within the next 1 minute.
Only if they're trying to cast them, correct?
Right.
Okay. Go ahead and.
And then it says for 1 minute, I can use sneak attack. So, you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it's like, what is that in Final Fantasy? The one where the ability that you...
Oh, I know what you're talking. Yeah, I do know what you're talking about. Shh.
And you learn everything. It begins with an L or something. Okay, so... Oh, yeah, I know. I know his grandmother, grandfather, what children he's going to have in the future. That's a natural 20.
No particular weaknesses.
Okay.
No particular strengths.
Okay.
And it doesn't look like he's trying to cast a spell.
No, okay, fine, whatever. Libra. That's what it's
Libra.
called.
Yeah.
Oh, I tried.
Mm-hmm.
It's a new.
I mean, it's
It's a
Before
good
we go
way to
in,
use that.
I've got
that-
some
Yeah,
wares to sell. Maybe we can use that as a cover. Like, hey, we're traveling. We've got some wares to sell. We need some food and water. We'd like to make a trade with you guys if possible.
I'll follow your lead on this
Just
one.
as a cover to
With
be
all
here.
that info, though, I'm keeping that in mind for my disguise self later.
Okay. Alrighty, so you two go up.
Yeah, I'm gonna
And-
follow his lead.
You're immediately noticed, and and three of them come to. What are you doing out here? You're so far away from people. Why are you out here? What are you doing here?
We've been on our travels and have wares to sell.
Oh, where's to sell? What do you have?
We have swords. We have bows.
Okay, why don't you go in and see our chieftain? He's just in the large building over there. He may be able to help you.
Terrific. Thank you so much.
What's the group like? Is there a group? Are they surrounding them? Is there a hubbub now? Have they?
Everyone has noticed them. Like it's only.
Well, I'm
these
pretty
three are-
big, so I'm
Right.
very hard to miss.
Essentially, I'm looking for a moment when there's a big enough group that I can transform into one of them and run up to the crowd.
Well, most of them are staying way away from them.
Okay.
These three that came up, they have spears.
But the people who are staying way away who have noticed are still like their backs to the forest. I could walk into the crowd kind of behind everyone.
Yeah.
It's at. I know I'm gonna have to roll for it, but I'm saying is that enough of a hubbub happening?
you can certainly try.
All right. So yeah, while he's talking to him, I want to try to do that. What do I roll?
Let's see.
I
Go
look
ahead.
like one of them.
I need a stealth check to get up there,
Okay.
and a performance check
Okay.
to try to blend
All
in.
right. Stealth. Oh, that's a 20. No, it's +5. Sorry. 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. That's a 22 for the stealth.
Okay.
Advantage because I'm yes. Oh, come here. Okay, that's a 16.
Okay. No one's really. You walk up. You make yourself look like a male cho-cho. No one seems to bat an eye.
All right, I'm paying attention to them now.
Okay. Sorry, I'm looking something up real
Yeah,
quick.
you're fine.
Yeah. So you would like take me to your leader? We have shit to trade.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, because I figured that'd be a good enough excuse. Because I mean, I've actually got a shit ton of stuff I can trade. So I figured maybe that'd get us an in, and then once we get in, we can figure out what to do from there.
I'm not lying. Part of me really wanted to spray paint you gold and then use like a levitation spell to
make me be a god.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So.
I have levitation on the
Right.
loot.
I know, right? I don't think it would work for them though. However, it would be hilarious.
Okay, so they lead you up to this large wooden building.
Like a
Of course.
large wooden cabin, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's surprisingly large. It looks
Yeah.
like it would more than likely be where a leader would live.
Okay.
And they take you up. Our leader Chaka is right inside. Why don't you go and see him?
Go inside.
All right, I'm going with him.
How many Outlander like villagers are around this area? Like, can I walk towards it without being looking like I'm gonna be too crazy suspicious?
There's several dozen people out and about.
All right, I make my way through the crowd, like just walking, perusing, following, acting as I'm going through the crowd.
Okay. Alrighty, so you guys go inside.
Okay.
And you go in, and there's a lot of ornate art on the walls. Some of it looks like it's like local folk art,
Yeah.
but there's also some stuff that looks like it's more modern, more
Okay.
to the real world
Okay.
outside of here. And as you make a right, you see a little sitting room, and in the sitting room, there's a smaller man, kind of squat, sipping some tea. It's like, oh, visitors, welcome, come in.
Thank you.
What can I do for you?
We actually were traveling and had some wares to sell, and they said that you would be the person to talk to.
Oh, yes, we are always looking to trade. Oh, can I offer you a cup of tea?
I'm good, thank you.
That would be lovely.
Oh, wonderful. I'll be right back. And he gets up and he takes the tea set into the back room for a few
Right.
minutes.
Is there a back way into this building that I can see just walking around?
Not that you can see.
How many people are at the front?
There's 4 guards posted at the front. Okay, so a few minutes go by, and he goes like, "Oh, here we go. Here's some tea for you." He sets the tea service down and picks up the teapot, pours it into his cup, pours it into your cup. You sure you don't want any?
No, I'm good, thank you
Okay.
so much.
Would you like some ale? I have some ale.
No, I'm
some
terrific,
water.
thank you.
Okay.
He's not much on the niceties.
Do you want any cream or sugar?
I'm good, thank you.
Oh.
Take it plain.
Here you go.
How do the guards look like they're reacting since they've been in there?
They're kind of chatting. They're still paying attention, but they seem to be like having a little bit of a conversation.
I walk up to them and I say, "Hi, fellas.
those people that just walked in, they dropped these, and I hand them my charlatans dice.
Okay.
They look like a fun new game that you could probably play. Try rolling them. I don't know.
Well, we can't really play right now. We're on duty.
Duty Smoody. Come on, you know you want to. Go ahead and try.
No,
I won't tell anyone.
We are entrusted to keep watch while it is our turn to watch.
Well, in that case, can I take it into the mystery? Oh crap! I would know his name. I can't remember his name. What is
No,
it?
you wouldn't. You weren't there.
I didn't hear it, did I?
No.
Oh.
I don't even think he told us his name yet.
Nope. We don't know his
Did.
name is Chieftain.
Oh. Can I take this into the chieftain? They dropped it.
No, he's having a private meeting now.
Very well. And I take them back. And I walk away. But I watch for the guards to do anything weird. If they go in or not.
They're still.
Mm-hmm.
They see a little bit more alert.
I always think you're churning butter when you do
Yes.
that.
Turning lots of butter.
They seem a little bit more alert than they were.
Cool.
So going back inside.
So you say you have some wares.
We do. I've got some short swords and some short bows and a handful of arrows. Nothing crazy. But I didn't know if we happened to stumble upon you going through our travels and figured, hey, well, it'd be a great place to share our wares and lighten our load.
Oh yes, that sounds like a wonderful idea. I think we can come to some sort of arrangement.
Terrific.
Would you all like a place to stay for the night? It is a dangerous world out there.
Certainly is.
Sure,
I
that's
think that would be lovely.
lovely.
Oh, wonderful. We will set you up for the night, and why don't we take care of this business in the morning?
Terrific.
Terrific.
So I will have my guards lead you over to a place where we can have you stay for the evening.
Terrific. Thank you.
Have a good evening.
You too.
You too, sir.
And he just kind of sits there and finally stands up and leads you outside.
I go
Talks
behind
to-
a building and make myself look like a female Chipotle.
Okay.
Chipotle.
And he goes to one of the guards.
Would you lead them to the quarters, please? We're going to have some guests for the evening. And he said, oh yes, right away.
Can I get a Constitution saving throw from you, please?
Told you not to drink it.
God damn it.
Can I see the chieftain from there? From where I am? When he comes out?
You can-
22.
22? Okay.
Or when he comes out to talk to the guard?
You're kind of far away. You can make out his form. You can't really make out specifics on his face.
Okay.
And the one.
I was asking so I could learn and sneak attack him.
Oh, okay. I
See
mean,
enough of him that way.
you can. You can try.
Okay. Wait, no, this is
Young
Sothery. Young Sothery. 5. That's a 12.
Fails.
Yeah. Thought so.
Okay. So this little guard leads you off
Right.
to this little building. He opens up the door, and there's 2 beds, a couple of nightstands.
Okay.
Once again, more folky art on the walls.
Right.
And said, I'll bid you good night. Well, you can visit your car in the morning.
Thank you.
And he shuts the door and he leads you to it. By the way, you're starting to get pretty sleepy.
I don't know what was in the tea, but I am a little sleepy.
Is this man I've been running around for a couple days sleepy, or is this man I just got drugged sleepy?
It's a gradual.
Man, I'm thinking I might have got drugged sleepy.
It's a very gradual.
Okay.
It's not something that hit you.
Oh, okay.
Is there anything if I like make a medicine check roll, I could see if it's something I could help her with, or anything I could do?
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Okay. Okay, I get a +1 on insight. 9.
You don't really notice that it's. You guys have been out there for a while,
Yeah.
and you would naturally.
Maybe
start
it's
getting
just
tired.
being traveling. I think I've just walking. You know.
I'm gonna put you to bed, but I'm gonna stay here and watch over you. I'm not
Okay.
leaving this room.
Okay.
Okay. So you get in bed,
I go. Yeah, I go to bed.
and I take it you're just kind of sitting on the bed.
You're sitting on the bed with my weapons out. Not even gonna lie about it. Hand axe one hand, hammer in the other, because I just have this sinking suspicion they've been acting shifty as shit. I didn't touch anything they had. She has one drink and now she's sleepy. This is not adding up.
So far, everyone spoke common, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm. Well, they're there. They're in the prison, essentially. I'm gonna start. I'm just gonna because the little village is milling with energy right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
People are walking around, going around.
It seems like people are starting to go into their homes for the evening.
Okay.
There's still some people milling about.
I'm trying to. I just want to mill and I will also make sure every time I turn a corner, I change my form a bit so I look like a different little chocobo. And I just want to listen to see if I can pick up anything as far as like conversations about the new people, or I'm looking for how they treat people here.
Okay. So go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay.
What I was falling under the spell of wasn't a spell, was it? Wasn't magical, was it?
No.
Okay.
And I also need another performance check from you since you're trying to be one of these things.
Okay, well, that's better. That's a 18, and the other one was an 8.
Okay, so you're not really picking up any conversations. Just general, like, talking about the day and what they had for supper
Okay.
and stuff like that.
The building that they're in, can I tell anything about it? Just walking like this basic structure of it. Their back doors, what can I scout it out?
They all seem to have, they're all very small, simple dwellings.
Okay.
There's a couple of there's a building that may look like a shop of some sort, or tavern, or something like that. There's a couple buildings that you can't really discern what their purpose are.
By the building, is there a little hidey hole? Like, is there a place I could feasibly hide?
I mean, you can go behind the buildings.
Like, but in the building they were in.
In the building they were in?
Yeah. What's the perimeter on their building is what I'm asking. Like, what's their...
Their building, there's really not a place that you can hide per se. I mean, you can go behind it. It seems to be towards the outskirt of this town. But you could like hide behind it or something like that, or
across the street, is there like a basket I could hide in to wait and see if they could get taken somewhere later? I don't want to go in the building to check on them. I kind of want to stake it out so I can watch. That's what I'm looking for in the village. Someplace I could feasibly like.
And there's some barrels across the way that you could probably like position.
I'd totally like to do that.
Okay. So you position. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me, please.
Ten.
Okay. Alrighty. So, through the night. About 4 hours have passed. Quinn is like out.
Out.
I look like an old crazy version of them, by the way.
Yeah, and
Old.
everyone's pretty much gone to bed. Like, you don't see anyone else milling about right now. However, you feel in your neck. I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Sure.
I would have checked your armor class, but you rolled a natural 20.
Okay. I've got a question. What do I add to this? My Constitution?
It says a saving throw up here. They're actually special.
Oh, okay, so Constitution says +6, so 20. Not natural, but 20.
Okay, you get really sleepy really fast.
That's not good.
This-
You are
Not
going
some-
down.
Yeah.
It's not some. This
And
is
you-
free basing. You free base that poison.
And you can't really find your focus, and your body just gives out and flops down on the side of the sideways on the bed,
Okay.
and you are out. You are unaware of this.
I know. I'm just glad you didn't say, and they find you behind the. Why did I say that? Why did I say that?
And they find you behind the
Why
barrel.
did I say that?
Does the 21 hit you?
No!
TM.
No! No, it doesn't, TM!
Constitution saving throw, please.
I didn't get a buzz?
I need a Constitution
I didn't
saving
get a
throw.
buzz? I didn't get a buzz by my. I know. I'm just trying.
It's a ranged weapon.
I know. You snuck so well until that one. It doesn't matter. He rolled a fucking 20. I do not have a +10 to my Constitution. I mean, it doesn't. It's a 12.
It hits you really quick, and you are pretty much instantly out. And that's where we're going to leave tonight.
Bum, bum, bum.
So, next week, everyone's going to be back.
Yay! And they're all gonna wake up for their sleep.
I was so hoping I was going to be able to stealth behind the barrels for longer.
Yeah,
When did they clock us?
they clocked you immediately.
No, like in the forest?
No, they didn't notice you coming up through the forest,
Uh-huh.
but they noticed you.
Oh, in the going around everything? Okay. Shit.
So they
Wow.
clocked you real quick,
I thought it was all sneaky and accurate.
because several of them rolled very, very high on their perceptions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's like that was pretty decent rolls for the first two.
Yeah.
Okay, but no. Hey, it was
Yeah.
a good plan until
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 the
what?
best laid plans
Until
of mice and
not.
men.
So, I forgot to take it off the battle map, so people have not been looking at my smiling
Beautiful
face
face.
this whole time. So, you're welcome.
sorry. Whoa.
Alrighty, everybody.
Have a good
Thank
night,
you,
everybody.
Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you once again to Deuce from the Happy Hour Podcast with Johnny and Deuce for joining us.
Yes, thank you so much. You can find us at facebook.com/Happy Hour Podcast Show, at HH Podcast Show on the Twitter machine, soundcloud.com/Happy Hour Podcast, and HH Podcast Show at gmail.com. Also, don't forget, go see our great sponsors, Retro Game Treasure. If you put Happy Hour in the promo code box, you get $2 off your order. And also, you've seen it scrolling throughout the evening. We have a special listeners appreciation deal at Doombrowski's Games and Comics. All you have to do is go to the Facebook page, facebook.com/Happy Hour Podcast Show, and you'll see the post with the listener appreciation deal. You can take your phone, you can show it to them on your phone, or you can print it out and bring it to them. Either way, it will get you 10% off your entire purchase at Doombrowski's Games and Comics. So I highly recommend it. And again, it's facebook.com/Happy Hour Podcast Show. And thanks again for having me for another amazing episode.
Yes.
We're glad to have you. Yay!
So next week, it looks like everyone's going to be together.
Yay.
A nice, happy family reunion.
Yeah.
So yes. So please join us again, same
It's
time
a
next
family
week.
dinner.
If
It might be a family dinner.
one way or the other.
Okay, exactly.
So if you need to catch up on past episodes, you can visit our YouTube page. Just go on YouTube and search One Stop Field Shop. Or if you're watching this on your mobile device or on your computer, I don't know how else you would watch it. But if you scroll down, there's actually an image that will link you right to our YouTube page. You can go in, you can watch our Hit It and Quit It's that we've done, you can watch our Tomb of Horrors saga, which we're still in the middle of, and you can watch all past episodes of Madness in Iastebiria. So, with that, I will bid you all adieu. Thank you so much once again. So, good night, everybody.
Good night.
Adieu.